The tail of the tape looks like this in Spain versus Scotland. Gino is 28, Mark Ewen is 27. Slight height and reach advantage for Gino van Steenis, the ghost assassin.
This bout is scheduled for 3 rounds in the PFL lightweight division. First, we turn to the blue corner to introduce a fighter with a record of 7 victories against just 2 defeats, all 7 victories coming by way of stoppage. He weighed in officially at 155.3 pounds. He's an MMA specialist representing Falkirk, Scotland, Mark Ewen. In La Esquina Roja, with a record of 7 victories against just 2 defeats, 4 victories by way of stoppage. He's won 3 of his last 4 fights. He went in at 155.8 pounds, representando España, the Ghost Assassin, Gino van Steenis. Your referee for this bout is Blake Grice.
Back up, back.
Blake Grice drawing his first duties of the night here in a lightweight contest. Ewen in the dark trunks, Gino van Steenis in the red.
Oh man, I'm nervous for this one. Both of these guys are so good, so sharp, well conditioned, well prepared.
Ewen has finished all 7 of his opponents that he's defeated. They've all been finishes. Hasn't gone the distance in victory.
It always amazes me how big Gino looks when he's standing next to another lightweight.
Unreal.
Right?
Unreal. It's like his brother at middleweight. Looks like a light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Well, tonight he's probably in the heavyweight division, if we're honest.
Ewen edging forward, he's touched the body a couple of times. Gino's landed a couple of good calf kicks so far. You can see Ewen's leg really far forward, whereas Gino's a bit more on his toes, a little bit more chambered in his stance. There's that calf kick again.
Yeah, Ewen definitely coming out with more of a boxer's mentality, heavy on the lead foot. Great for jabs and hooks, but hasn't thrown many of them.
Lots of feints from Ewen here. Gino kind of hanging back, waiting to see what's coming.
My guess is Ewen is trying to get Gino to commit to a counter strike so he can get down on a takedown attempt.
Yeah, great neck attacks from Mark Ewen. That's a big head and shoulders to try and strangle, though, on Gino. Might be worth softening him up a little bit first. Oh, good feint in, and he walked onto a left hook counter.
I like van Steenis' educated lead hand, throwing good jabs and hooks off that.
Yeah, that was a good check left hook. Gino's trying to pull him in. There's that check hook counter again. Waiting for Mark Ewen to leave his hand too low. Ewen touches the body.
A lot of feints, but so far van Steenis fighting a very disciplined fight, not biting on a lot of that activity.
Banking those calf kicks as well.
Yeah, great use of the calf kicks, but you can see how far forward Mark Ewen's lead leg is. He really does push it out there. It allows him to get to the body fast, but he does make him vulnerable. Goes for the calf kick again. Gino just out of range. It's much easier for van Steenis to pick that lead leg up and move it out of the way.
Dan, we do the tail of the tape in every fight, and we talk about who has...
Goodness gracious! Gino van Steenis shuts out the lights.
Oh my God!
On Mark Ewen. Caught him coming in with a beautiful right hand.
Wow, that was a touch of death. I mean, there wasn't even any wind up on it. Just a touch and he went down.
Beautiful snap with the shoulders. And they're on their feet here in Spain. Unbelievable. Man.
Dan, I was in the middle of formulating a question about using the reach and using the range and the length. Not just having it, but putting it to good use. And before I could get to the end of that, Costello, Van Steenis' baby brother, starts the family night off the right way. Gino
Wow.
walks Mark Ewen onto a nasty punch.
Let me see the replays of this. Mark just out of range, but look at the arms of Van Steenis. Crept over that lead shoulder and touched him right in the side of the head. He met Mark as he was moving in. Bang! Perfect! Perfect! I don't say that word very often. That was right on the cheekbone, switched him off. 1 second. Bang! What a beautiful overhand right.
And look at the accuracy on the follow-up here.
You could not write that. What an incredible finish, and sets the tone for the Van Steenis family.
Young mixed martial artists at home, that's how you throw a right hand. Didn't load it, didn't cock it, threw it straight from the hip and the shoulder. And man, what accuracy on that shot. Right on the jaw, great stuff.
Unreal.
That's a well-coached young man we're looking at. Man. Not just the physical talent, but the way he technically turned the punch over. Beautiful stuff from Gino van Steenis.
Second knockout victory in a row for Gino. Mark Ewen will go back to the drawing board. That's an impressive victory for Gino van Steenis. Mark Ewen is no slouch.
Señoras y señores, referee Blake Price stops the fight 2 minutes and 43 seconds into round one for your winner by knockout, the Ghost Assassin, Gino van Steenis.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, Gino van Steenis. I have never seen a more perfect counter right hand than that. It was a perfect punch.
Nunca había visto un KO tan perfecto como el que acabas de protagonizar esta noche. ¿Cómo te sientes?
Me siento súper bien. Este KO no ha sido suerte, han sido horas y horas de entrenamiento. Con mi entrenador de boxeo Chule, esta mano la hemos hecho 1.000.000 de veces y ha caído esta.
What does it feel like to be on a card with your brother and to finish your fight before he fights? That must take some pressure off him.
¿Cómo te sientes de compartir escenario con tu hermano, de haber acabado tú antes la pelea de esta forma, antes de que él pise este octágono?
Él no quería ver mi pelea, no la habrá visto y él quiere no verla hasta después de su pelea por la presión. Somos hermanos, me quiere mucho. No quiere... Tiene una pelea muy importante. Es el campeón, tiene que defender el título y tiene que dar el 100% sin pensar en mí. O sea que España, una cosa, queremos sentiros. Mi hermano, el campeón del mundo, va a representar a España y el cinturón se va a quedar en España. ¡Vamos! ¡Viva España, coño!
So your brother is gonna not see your fight because he has a very important fight tonight. He has to defend the belt, and now you are telling all this crowd, you need the Spanish people tonight. You and your brother need Spain.
We need all the energy. Necesitamos toda la energía para esta noche. El cinturón se queda en España. ¡Viva España!
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner, Gino van Steenis!
The bar has been set.
Click below to subscribe and watch more MMA content.